because we always go on about these, and we've had this exact conversation a few different times here, but I think it's always important to bring it back, gentlemen, because the old men are still kicking in the world of the NHL, specifically Alexander Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby. Alex Ovechkin, 16 on the year. He's at 796 goals, 5 away from Gordie Howe, less than 100 away from Wayne Gretzky, 98 away from tying 99. It just never stops being fun.
No, and I for whatever reason, like the record seems so far away, but then when you put it into perspective of he's 99 goals away and he's also Alexander Ovechkin. So what you're talking at probably another 2 years. So, and that seems reasonable.
He's on pace for probably around 45-ish goals this year. Probably. So, by the end of this calendar year, he could pass Gordie Howe. So let's just say, he scores 30 exactly more this year. He would be 68 from Wayne.
Yeah.
So, basically 2 mega years for him.
Yeah.
Do it. That's insane.
Yeah, and like a couple of years ago, we're not sure if he can do it, but then you realize he's Alexander Ovechkin, and on a Met year, you're talking at least 30, 35 goals. At least. Like I'm talking minimum. He'll always do more than that, but just wild.
I think, it's just, we always talk about that endurance we have with him. He's 36, 37, and he's still one of the top leaders in hits. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be able to get through it. I think even if there's even a down year of I'll say, down year of 30 goals, for example.
Yeah.
There's still time. He'll be okay. Yeah.
Knock on wood. I'm knocking on my desk right now. Gotta be careful about that.
He had, I didn't even clue in on that. He had 50 goals in 77 games last year.
Yeah, man,
he's crazy. I'm pretty sure he'd be a hell of a lot closer. Obviously, he'd be a hell of a lot closer if, had there not been a lockout in his actual rookie, the year he got drafted, had there not been a shortened season in 2012, 2013, and then
COVID. He would probably be there right
now. There, yeah.
There, yeah. We're having that conversation.
Man, he's great. But, it's impossible to talk about Alex Ovechkin without talking about sort of his biggest rival, the greatest hockey player of all time.
Especially on this podcast.
Sidney Crosby, at the ripe age of 35, turned 35 this past summer, is 6th in scoring right now, a point behind Nikita Kucherov. One good game, and he's probably in the top 3. I just want to point that out there. He's just, I think he's top of the league on 5-on-5 points as well. And Jeez. If we look at all-time scoring, he's actually 17th right now. He's 10 away from Teemu Selanne. He's honestly, you know what? By the end of the year, knowing the way Sid scores, I'm thinking he can probably get to Paul Coffey, who's at 14th. But, I was thinking to myself the other day, so he's 300-ish points away from Mario Lemieux. I think it's fair to say, I could see Sidney Crosby finishing his career past Esposito at 10th in scoring at 1590. Do you think Sid could get past Lemieux? Because, again, if we talk about it like this, and obviously Lemieux missed a lot of time, famously. But Sidney Crosby, if he had sort of not had those nasty concussions, he could probably be chasing Mario Lemieux's points right now.
Sorry, I'm just pulling it up.
I agree with that. Yeah. Funny you bring that up today. Well, not funny, but good coincidence you bring that up, Adam.
Why?
Because on this day in 2000, Mario Lemieux came out of retirement.
Really?
Yes. He was already he was already the owner, and then he came back and he's like, I'm playing again.
It feels like a conflict of, you know what? Whatever.
Who cares? It's the NHL.
Yeah.
He played for a while longer.
He could definitely Lemieux 1723. I don't see why not. How many more years has Sid got in him? I think that's the question.
The thing with Crosby is he's a smart player. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
mind won't slow him down. You know what I mean? The mind won't. His mind's not gonna. It's just can his body keep up?
It's just Pittsburgh's
Right.
been responsible with him. They haven't. He's not playing like the heavy minutes he used to every time. So there's a good chance.
He's still like.
There
I
is.
just love seeing these two just sort of still be at the top of the league. It's
Yeah.
still incredible to me. Like, man, 10 points over point per game right now, on pace for like 40 goals. I just love Sidney Crosby.